the dangerous music of open rebellion. En masse, they announced what had been endured, what they wanted, what they intended to destroy. Bawling, screaming, cursing, and stomping made the cottage tremble and corralled them together into one large pulsing formation, an ensemble reveling in the beauty of the strike. Young women hung out of the windows, crowded at the doors, and huddled on shared beds sounded a complete revolution. A break with the given, an undoing and remaking of values, which call property and law and social order into crisis. They sought
it was
out
resistance
of here,
as music.
out of now, out
It
of
was
the
a noise
cell,
strike.
out of the whole.
In the most basic sense,
and
the sounds emanating from law were the free music of those in captivity.
From baseless
The
abstractions
abolition philosophy
secured by a string
expressed
of
within the
numbers
circle,
fixed to a
the
cotton
shout
jumper,
and speech
to a
song of
collective
struggle.
body. A riotous
The freedom
gathering,
and mutual creation
even
characterized the
only for 13
music.
hours.
It too defined the
Amidst
strike
the
and
symbol,
riot waged
they
by the
found
prisoners
a hearing
of law,
in one another.
the reformatory blues, a facsimile labeled, coined by the daily papers to describe the collective refusal of prison conditions. Was Dante filtered through Ma Rainey and Buddy Bolden? The sonic upheaval of Lowell Cottage echoed and sampled the long history of black sound, hoops and hollers, shrieks and squawks, sorrow songs and blues. The chants and cries escaped the confines of the prison even if their bodies did not. Almost every window of the cottage was crowded with Negro women who were shouting, crying, and laughing hysterically. Few outside the circle understood the deep sources of this hue and cry. The aesthetic inheritance of jargon and nonsense was nothing if not a philosophy of freedom that reached back to slave songs and circle dances. The sonic gifts of struggle and flight, death and refusal became music or moaning or joyful noise or discordant sound. For those within this circle, every groan and cry, curse, shout, insisted slavery time was over. They were tired of being abused and confined. They wanted to be free.
You can take my time, you can take my color, but I'll tell you till you holler. Take my time and take my dollar, but I'll tell you till you holler. You can take my time, you can take my color, but I'll tell you till you holler. You can take my color, you can take my color, but I'll tell you till you holler.
And aspiration, the beauty and the wretchedness, which was otherwise inaudible to the ears of the world. It revealed a sensibility at odds with the institution's brutal realism. What accounts for the utopian impulse that enabled them to believe that anyone cared about what they had to say? What convinced them that the force of their collective utterance was capable of turning anything around? What urged them to create a reservoir of living within the prison's mandated death? What made them tireless? In January, the women confined in Rebecca Hall waged another noise strike. Loretta Michi and others who testified against the prison authorities were among them. Prisoners began to jangle their cell doors. throw furniture against the walls, scream, sing, and use profanity. They yelled and wept. They carried on vocally. The medley of sounds, the reformatory blues, one journalist quipped, may yet make a hit on Broadway even if the officials appear to disdain jazz. Those locked in the cells of the prison building carried on all night. The chants and cries insisted we want to be free. The strike begged the question, why are we locked up here? Why have you stolen our lives? Why do you beat us like dogs, starve us, pull our hair from our heads, gag us, club us over the head? It isn't right. Most of us didn't do anything to deserve being locked up here. No one deserves to be treated like this. All those listening on the outside could discern were gales of catcalls, hurricanes of screams, cyclones of rage, tornadoes of squeals. The sounds yielded to one hair-raising, ear-testing devil's chorus. Those inside the circle listened for the love and disappointment, the longing and the outrage that fueled its collective utterance. They channeled the fears and the hopes of the ones who loved them, the bad dreams and the nightmares about children stolen away by white men in the backs of wagons or lost at sea. The refrains were redolent with all the lovely plans of what they would do once they were free. These sounds traveled through the night air.
holler. You can take my time, you can take my collar, but I'll judge you until you holler. You can take my time, you can take my collar, but I'll judge you until you holler.